me who say omo problem in na East Legon fie. East Legon fie so odo Broni dia enye lumba dia. Eno mo sanka. Odo Broni wo try East Legon Akosua se wamra ne entra aso ase dawa.
Abuto bi mane. Sika na mo aje no mo
nation East Legon man no got na wo.
Nation, me pacho second affidavit na Akosua say what the court no me reading my listeners in TAB.
Okay.
I say in the High Court of Justice Kumasi Ashanti.
Yeah, we are Kwabashonko so Ede Bagana Info TV so ebusiane ne da woni ebo channel so make sure so subscribe. Ede am na face so click notification bell no se basa na update bia no wo ena wudi kan ya wonsa eweka bi ene video bia eje no me na wa be fonten time no so no bi na Ghana Info yakwakofa ye de eba beda mo eti America crib me so be ka me hoin na ye nyina kwakoshe video ni bi ede aba ne ba ye de adwentre aba beto comment section.
Yes, ne man kwan say ye famra out ye de beba out. What I say, inti enye se bia ye nyehwe e na caveat ne de na woka no. Odo Broni onfa caveat bia anko court ho ye. Nia ode court ho ye say Lumba owo Accra e na Lumba ejapade no dodo na wa Accra. Inti ebetumi a omon transfer case no from Kumasi to Accra. But won say Lumba case no Obia per se odi case ni bi na odi special judges no mo de better on CV. Inti judge de say no onu so di wo ho a ebeye yie. Okay, ye take step e wo saade no ho a ye ho adwuma. Si ye ho adwuma wie na se omo man ye kwan se ye fa beto out a ye betumi de abeto out. Se de intumi fa nto out. Enti misraw nyabotre na niam bia agu kwan mu a ye ho adwuma pa. Why misraw?
Okay.
I try to understand. Any question mo yem hihye mo. Emra wo ho. Emra eye adwuma wo Ghana. It's in abrochire uja be ma ho for 2 years ah. Amo consider na say divorce mo ja aware so na Ghana bra so ye adwuma. E na Ghana PNC law no e wo ho. Until you show say ye Ghpagetv bi no ahu Odo Broni will get more than all the Akosua Serwaa. Really about the PNC law. PNC law cancer Lawrence or yadio or the boy papa something of a say ain't mean dear dear a bushian dear dear a yamma and uncrano susa. Amu kwa amufa so cheja pade na nkra na mususa na mundu 18 no amunya ne dodo ese nkra na amodu amobru 18 no enti sa PNC law de sasa mo be apply pana se mo say mo yem hyehyem no it was mo yem hyehyem embra wo ho na lawyers for ho na munimum mbra enti Odo Broni no obie ni ho obetimi akasa oje Ghpagetv kwa even lum akose se wane ma miensa na mo ye penyifo na mo atena brocha mo ba mo bra Odo Broni ma na they are under 18 nkola nsia wo mo ye under 18 na sa under 18 kola no there is no way I bet Ghpagetv amunya dodo a de ba ko ma penyifo na mo ye adwuma no nti mo da
and no that's the problem. Lumba, according to Lumba, no, like many lawyer bikasai. Lawyer na say Lumba oye declaration. Amount for we omunti declaration ase. Declaration no, even stronger than a will na mo can will no. Declaration ye Lumba obetimo say or the video or the evidence akase di obekase di dan we amowi. Evidence start to a video evidence and I say some strong evidence be a bad. But Akosua Serwaa ko to no bo ase kura na ko obegya mfaso more than the obenya nesisi no na Lumba lawyers na nya dia declaration ko mbe declare because it's a Ghana etimi aka se Akosua Serwaa ne Odo Broni na your wives omu ina ye yere a na ta se ye be che Ghpagetv like according to the law no nkwala na omu ye be che Ghpagetv na mo Odo Broni kura 6 kids. Sex so omu ina ye nkwalanda 80 di oba pa eka Akosua Serwaa so maro ma nyini ewi omo bo omo bra ebi kura ye omo dwuma ne ade eti ade how omo say me hu say omo problem in na East Legon fie. East Legon fie so odo Broni dia enye lumba dia. Eno mo sanka.
Never.
Odo Broni wo try East Legon Akosua se wamra ne entra asoase dawa.
Abubu bi mane. Sika na mo aje no. Amu
Nation.
East Legon man no got na ho.
Nation. Nation, yes. Second affidavit na Akosua say what they call court. No me reading my listeners in TAB.
Okay.
I'll say in the High Court of Justice, Kumasi Ashanti. House no money they mean fan to in the matter of the estate of Charles Kwajofosu, aka Daddy Lumba, deceased, date in 22nd 12/2025. In a matter of an application for the grant of letter of administration by Akosua Serwaa Fosu, Charlene Fosu, Ernestina Fosu, aka Akosua Brempoma, or say affidavit in support of motion. I, Ernestina Fosu, aka Akosua Brempoma of House Number so and so Bomsu Kumasi in the Ashanti region of the Republic of Ghana, make an oath. You can't be make an oath or swear or cantam. Make an oath, say as follows: 1, that I am the third applicant and the deponent hearing, that I have the consent and authority of the first applicant and the second applicant. Applicant hearing, who are the surviving spouse and daughter and nation. Once I let away no. Almost so affidavit way, ye way in we no. And a Charlene, a day call say on some funny din kahunti. Yini din fimono. Has a letter and American. Inti say uyi Akosua Brempoma onyo diadefo ye yi diadefo but onu no claim so ye diadefo onye diadefo. And a Charlene no so yini din fimu say onka ho. Nti Oko mamin ko the second one omode buy no amehwe we. Eno na nsem ni wo mu pa. Asemo. Ngrofo we de ye rade. Nti da bem pa no mbesu enyansa.
Eno na Akosua Brempoma so administrator no.
Da bem pa na ngrofo we bi.
Akosua Brempoma de no na petition na fa ne trim. Aboda na we hu da. Ni abe ma wu nkwala 11. Wo be administrator na kura no amokodi be
na ba to Akosua Brempoma no Ghana na okwa abushiri
waka
na mo o Ghana
wone ni abri o Japadi
nation basoti no the same yina o say I Akosua Serwaa house no masoso and so Bomsu Kumasi in the Ashanti region of the Republic of Ghana, make an oath on it. I am the first applicant and the deponent hearing that I, together with the second applicant, file an application for letter of administration on date 22nd 12/2025. That in the affidavit in support deposed to by the third applicant, we fail to indicate that the High Court Kumasi on the 28th day of November 2025 gave a judgment in which it decided that the deceased has 2 wives. It is to say Akosua say one so agia to mu say omo ye yirimu mienu asem odi akokọ no say omo ye yirimu mienu. That the 2 wives are Akosua Serwaa Fosu, the first applicant, and Priscilla Fosu, aka Odo Broni. Into also the akota to say Odo Broni yere. Enti letter na your friends Ghpagetv na Odo Broni de call first one oko kachire court no say ade na Akosua Serwaa de ba ye say yema ne letter of administration on charge apade no enye ne nko court no ma Akosua Serwaa ntia say enye ne nko na oye yire
Exactly.
inti court no aleti Akosua Serwaa no e no tro affidavit in support we de court to say omu faili say ombe indicate say odo Broni so ye yire e na say ono so de akokan wo court wo but we no team legal wife for no omo nkan jiro mo nkrofo no omo nkan enchire omo
ameni ni pakro o interpreti brofo no kire wo mo na ma begina na ya boetie o ma me mo onye ba na wa ya o ma mi se ba ya ba mi obolo
it was owie class 5
obeti wa de wa na betu me
she blogger say o papa wa ha o say obeti wa papa wa ha o papa
ai obeti owie class 5 for no dey interpret chiro obeti wa bo ma ono ojineu wa
the fiscal command you know
nation wa anya ade o woni woni obeti wa ha kama we dwane aja obeti wa ye tu obeti wa wuti
ono wa su adwuma na wie no ma pon no dwane
da bi nanse
no me no oje no
nanse ya pam no ofie a onya ba bi na nka wo around na ko aboa no
paso ya pam number
oh
ya pam no so da na danfo nchen o te na danfo nchen
o te fifio salande no
hey
so wo de waka so umba bi mana sa je waka ga
ya mo Ghana se bi kru they say e kru model o baba Ghana head do
nation the pacho nation any sanet dia free obati wa no nkotena wo ho
na obeti wa kra they say ono o so ma fie bi mu
no be da ba
na no ni mo betan true o say ai na me ba Ghana ma baba obeti wetini obeti Ghana dey so come here ni say ye
na nation dey na obegina ho say wa ba Ghana no me so mini share wo program bi ase na mbe yi ni to say obeti wa aboa that dey mini share wo program bi ase e North London
obeti wetini Ghana ono aso be kai wo say be Ghana bi ono abekan
Mami je the vice president hwehwe no mami je
but I be more better CCA team Legon for o mate eyifu for CCA skani na ho na eko na se mo nso mo angina isi ya be enne
nanga yenji obati wa Ghana
monjeno na monjeno because ya so mi no mani hani
Queen me pa chao nation blogger de onimi me kan bibia say da obeti wa base tunu to so oko Ghana da na me so medu Ghana obeti wa de ye mani nwuremu ansa na oba ya chi no ye be chi no araba wa na ye be chi
mami je ne twan no
obeti wa araba wa na ye be chi no
vice president kra twan no dey no podi yo do bodi e be chi no
o be wura am for media no so
vice president no
Obapa vice president de en kra de en hodu
she
me bra
ma cheno pe
wo de tie me bra de no de be hodu pa chief of staff de no
ko say chief of staff so kan ho
share chief of staff or say chief of staff de say wura ayi Jena no poko ajima ho
how can you
unya bana ya de draw since ya kan no fe ne draw
o baba sa video no wo ho sa video no ba bia hye no wo de hama bom team kra mi yin tofom so ba ti wa video no ba bia hye no
no wa kan so mo
asem na ele do nkwasi asem go a wase me de on fi o wase me on fi ma ye na wase on fi na mpese on fi na me twa ti kire mo
feel once one thing about Bati was say no or konto kwa only bloggers nko so what's the idea Obeti why study or no kuno ntokwa baby a what target no. Ehwa no target. No kuntokwa ni bloggers nku. Now this is the woman blogger no obia issue no one what's issue no. Na say obeja ni nsem na okapa ba be consider obeti wan kuno ntokwa sa. Onentro na woka. Obetwa ntona na ka no. Upa attack no. Asanya obobo na okose go no go bopo no mu ano be bobo na to a on pass da on pass da ono on the bloggers nko David oba no abetu ba ko o se hwan no aboni pani no ama watu ni di no ko o se ntokwa we no obeti wa no wa ko ntokwa na chese omo bi attention no obeti wa omo bi attention
Watch. Ebano na oni skills.
Intro dos do.
Na nation.
Obetu antro. No obetu aka se papa Kuyana. Oso papa de Kuyana.
Nation. Na me pacha o first born way.
O London no.
Don't want back row.
There you
Ngege.
Ngege fire.
They say they on the way down to Quanoco.
No, they tell you get with giant okano. Only the Intia nation. On the Yanatina, I best send no media no sono. And Tintoka we no be fan winchim. Saying yin Natina, no nigga ya best send get because get any yama baby go. Ni naked video now won't go for phone so. And Tintoka we no want me fan winchim. You can get got no bajim. Maming again. But only say, no ye fee. Don't me fan whom by Jintan to come and say, dear Kofu by no.
Natina no anyadi oba
Last week we ne ex no Jamaica no.
Ngege ex by Papa Crano.
Yeah.
It's not true, mas my one say it's not true. Only Natina to Kano Mutiasi, go Facebook or share.
Munya yegi ase misremu a monka
yanko dobonina amwa mesesa topic crime
nti team legal wife dey say dey
egu
team ji ombe high wona akobo mo
de yakopɔ mpegu na me say edwuma hunu na midi me ba me dey so me lusu enti me lusu inside de unya me me tell ya me who say nkrofo Jimmy nkoa Jimmy
amu nyansa akoy say Jimmy for na ya pack wo mu wo team league mu amu ni nyansa mo amu timi twa mo ho konto kwa na mama ke kansem me who be da ase ya bo mu tuja e bia lumba sama na e hante wo mo nde we de me who be da omutime kwa mwangasa muhuno na mwakwa na nanse mukopesa mukofa guy bini woni se ni no akodi Akosua brempoma ba chop ne fala ena no so e beda bonte o ma mi Akosua brempoma
mabre ba chop wa mo no tie wo ba bia wo Ghana na openku pa be ma body eye so no body eye so do Broni kala no also do Broni kala no e kama pa ti upese obodi yes bi na follow Lady Loxy skin glue e TikTok iso body inbox na tonku wo hye the kala what means yes
by you yes
na enti on sranku me boa
or if nobody yard bet
on sranku
sranku na de o yes abeto fresh
Lady Loxy skin care na no osra me can't me call mu say this yo na me ka me ma mu
papa me boa
me come no to my business time
only the flower
say ya wo kra na wo ye Broni ni wan sranku pa wo kala na be say you know o baba be so be ti wa no wo be ti wa kala ne kala tu tantanta onim ku papa bi o de sra
but address me when baby no I fine
why fine my fine
no good and come
why fine oya ketesi akwa anya fine na afio abo aberu na why fine
no way to tune to maybe egum kra why come
no good and poma no
No, there be not trade them be home.
Our wife, I want to open so I know Zabuana.
I saw trade down.
Open so I know Zan.
But your debut.
Why find I said,
Like, be mom there, mammy, who is and why if it.
Sir.
now only my home fair.
Oh,
When your legal wife, and I was about the Bruno.
I bet you on why fed. Maybe Busa and maybe Busa, so bet you always on why fed.
Oba, a bin seed and a bin swing seed down.
I bet you on one year also so why fed.
I said, yeah, can one year, ma, but your embassy, your becano cray, actually, in your ma. Say, who were hell on this earth? Say, Obewa Ruby Babe, Manu Jano for 20 years. No, we was in Mikuno.
I don't know America. I say, on your celebrity and uncle. And on the
near Onumo Matsna, Warren, Wama Berma, ne Wuno. Moses Sandy, am I bonidini? And on I mean to ask you. What you say, Ono the Onyenipa, and I say,
wow, show no Broni. No, Akosua say, while moving the age, Mammy, I will 70 years.
Debut, once a Ghana, no, me Ghana, once a Ghana,
one who knows a look no free.
Nation, Ghana, near free.
On in America, and in Canada, and in Toronto, and in USA for any issue, Casey, celebrity lifestyle. Also a celebrity at the age of 68, 69, 72. And I'll do Bruni on walk like it was a senko preno. What humble no what come and all ye normal as oba payen. Was the one he's fighting, he's still fighting for the Bruni.
Maintain be that oba was so
oba so the Bruni. When your oba so the Bruni
oba also ye kuneni.
Everyone is saying
Ukunewu went to me a mamma channel. Ukunewu went to me a meshe Ukunu baby. I didn't see no Atalia or ship. Yakata no so also you yezere. Me who be that now go for the maniachi.
Father Oracle, Limbobo.
Now go for the maniachi. On why was so Ukunu map head that ye do 1 week no nation. On a moon so the Broni. Nikune wampa. Mami, do you in a so soon obia Ukunewu? Uti kemu na yeye makeups.
Exactly.
Miso do bono ya santininti ya. Onya santininti na santifoni bino. Amubu muni go sanyama weso.
I'm telling you.
Mr. Godo Broni of free bantama and Ghpagetv ho baby and come here shosting ka santifoni be kan okra kire maame no. Obia ukunu da form. We ni hedi makeups. Na maame ti kemu na maame mpenifo. Mo penifo na mo be ya diama na nkwalai we chi hia no mati maami atna mo abone pons obi oba be suo na hwe do Broni girl mi so ebi ato da wo hu obi wa strade abehu so uyo obi a hu wa fa sanso hwe ni mu da ukunu ewu ato so pen mi se nka obo hu de oye kuneni ni de oye kuneni edi yo Broni osu Geli sukuta be me picture. Odi me janwan. Wait no mami to mami so ngini swamba. Mami so na asa active film. Eni so ba kumpo mfini ni asamba. Odo Broni sunyama ne hunimu pimpin na pie. Wo say obi say yenyi ni mu. Obi say Geli so tape at once. So na mami uni wa down fofo. Mo take mu eye makeups. Usu Ukunewu nation dofu wa ohu odofu wa
but my pon me phobia me be pon me koya sorry
so odofu wa ohu o pere wo ho akwa akohwe nenim odofu wa o pere wo ho se o pese o hwe odofu nenim ba ko pe ansa na ya de na ko hyafom so wo se odofu
the last respect your friend last respect
say impono obi se menkwa ohu wo de asu de ba ko panipa ne cho Sempa uchoma meshe mi dofu ye nimba kwanza wako yede na shefom so maami amba meshe ni kun ose bema no oye ni kunu wa meshe ni onima talia yede she papa no kama wo hu bebi esi papa no na wo se wei ye mbedi nechi mususem wei akanfo aye ni mama mre ye ni mudze ye mbedi maami wei echi hey musio pa na mobo no
no crepa Papa, where they want any program, Yama, Yamisha, Medasa. Thank you so much. Yes. Abusia Mechia will be around me, come on, I'm a nation blogger. Muamunim, Nancy by Arche, and Tiafina, maybe Titi, Conconsa, crack, and I may elaborate myself. It's Yami Aduma or chance. Na ebi say mo am support to do Broni na mo say Nyankopon ama no kre adadi say timliga wa fa ha ntokwa ade bia so wa fa no kre anya udi nkontompo ebe oli ani na bedwire gu fom na me ya adoma ma say ade o mo hyehye nyina fa do Broni hu nyina enyina bibia ewie peyo bibia ya basamo mu ti na me adoma o kyerɛ meba na say frɛ mo ma nti na skakra na menko opak ati say ti ebusua bedamu ina mo ase aha na me de besi me time aso se me kwakoya sorry enti nyame hye obi biara o kira nyame ado wa meba de se be start ya bakakra eye sabi say se meba yes nas Ghana boy
young
Ghana boy no
the young number them me prozo babele number
wo kumase we fia no wa
ay mepro
yo mate nas that's it bye bye ebusua nas no nas Barcelona also free abrochi wabagana o kumase me so be say ba be di kumase for me chi obi biara ne be di sala mesa ko back to Accra enti ebusua nyame nka obi biara ho Akosua Serwaa o start saadi we ka kye mo se munya na nkurindie ni ho mo anti ase na mo aya ma enguase na ene ma me oni ni munyam bia biom enguase kwa no oji
na wakasa na also we prove but I never saw any proof from you a chese kwakupon papa ene AS as of 91 they were in a civil marriage. That is one. Also say Broni that the Lumba can't be betrayed, and I can say for a fact say you and I were not there, so we cannot put our hand on our chest and say Asemse and that the Lumba no man believe, because one thing they say yet your plan Roman Father Becca said Oko that the Lumba fear the pictures Akosua say what pictures. Secondly, in 2018 the woman was in Ghana. Which yes, obey any that Broni saw, and even in court, Akosua Bromaka said, if there's anyone communicating to me based on that the Lumba ni we are, your Broni na the phone friend kind say no Nigerian you. It came up in court. And you know you cannot say we can defend whoever we want to defend, but some things are not like my in defense say Broni knows said there was once a marriage. But the funny is Broni didn't even know before 2018. Into woman buy no omuko or what na tantra hair no as what as baby mama and now as what we all don't know what that the lady knows. But there is no way I will sit here and say now Broni say because in 2009 that the Lumba of the Akosua wedding ball that time now Broni was not even a wife yet. It Broni auntie Adea auntie mena Broni auntie in 2009 because only witnesses say Oshia that the Lumba somewhere 2006 and they go marry 4 years there about. It's in the verdict you read some part now already you know. It is 2009 Broni auntie funny say granted with that meeting say now Chan and sure can be to really see that song not friend saw you asked at that time also Broni auntie even in 2021 or 2022 it is uploaded in that the Lumba's YouTube and once that Broni auntie. How about now? Mostly there is no marriage between Akosua Serwaa and Broni before that the Lumba. But yet to you people brought the letter out. And after the letter no, you people have not brought any divorce. Why should letter not heading out with you know or see intention to take legal
legal proceedings to divorce. Patron read more than patron person name is Scotty. Obet me already had a naked mammy. Patron.
Any Jose?
I think it's the main heading she's talking about.
Notice of intention to commence legal proceedings for divorce and ancillary claims.
You notice, Senka, a customary now if as of 2018 there was no marriage, can castle or notify on legal grounds, make actions supposed to take it on legal grounds to commence divorce. Because then Sanda call you, whether so to tone so or ye then I can daddy number you to man. One there's no issue, our really good. But woman is may sounds what could take me mouth is I send the person they could take legal no your intention to take a legal way grounds against you on divorce. Now for one for divorce decree and ban but still no don't say said there was no marriage. When one Kasawaka said in Germany, so what we are, it's a grounds, it's not a divorce, but it's a grounds to seek. So until say you seek, there's no divorce. It doesn't matter the so Nipano a deserter, whether the man deserted you or the woman, it's a grounds. And said that the Lumba movie ahead, I could now of pa 1 month. So now when Tinya consent sign crack and I want finance and go our no movie on. Now Kusha say once who send the Kunejan or no it will not be our place to see then a woman one could jaiwe, rather than about one could jaiwe. Then I also sit and ask then Kusha say when and Jana no movie ahead contract or be banning the war sex and all one secure or depend future. By say Jaya Akosua Serwaa execute. Then we can battle in those ways. But it was up to both of them. Some come taking legal ground say our will be a woman temuno. But so we can never sit here and blame one. So then we are and also one. It's up to her to do or not to do. And you cannot hold it again. It's a grounds. Say obi desertwa. Obey then. Obe fasa we so I could seek for divorce if it's civil. If you post a civil crime, we are. Yes, our room crow. Upa, look, Najan ho. Look, name, Opa, Nukunjan, who animated them pants on the menda, or Yakoma, or Nessie, when you sentiment. Because of that, or chimp now, making to me percent in any giant. Those are grounds, they are process. The grounds alone is not a divorce until the process is fully gone through. Thank you.
Kasa. I want you to reiterate that point in here. Say the amendment here. Also, me cite coupon e papa aware no. Me ntimi ama fact bia say e civil na we intino. As you sought to claim say once our running civil na dey as the woman was permitted to obitimi call into another marriage. Did you mean that and now the man me person say say bia e ni na me back? Because what I said was Mamina course bigger, yeah, pubi or course bigger mia, a mamina first, and it wasn't Kokupon Papana de Crana me reference eno. On a shendela ne diana, ye Broni diana, ne what Germany won't crack terminal. Say if 1991, I only lumba warrior wa Ghana, Bomsono, now you were married to Shendela ne dia. And how then did you come to Ghana to marry that lumba in 1991? Does that not amount to bigamy? That is what I meant. But what do you call coupon papa de and of course, coupon papa de I can say this with every authority in me. Say 1985 now or kase no ne lumba etwem plan no coupon papa wa no coupon papa wa warim. Na yem fa nim process na nya ware na yem plan 1985 no. Now is not all the order play me ma me no na. I am only trying to make a moral argument say Obana or no say obi abanaware hon even in her own time no ne kokupo papa hon no ne lumba sa hyehe ho time one shendela ho no ne lumba sa hyehe ho. So this is not a person or credible as ye can yetimi ka bi man say or no so obi akose bigamy ntino. And I'm going to read a letter to you pertaining to what say ye catch and say a ye no cry say obebia na che say why lucky ni ade. See, she first wrote a letter Letter no response the Busha Penny man is our response, and I'm going to read that letter to you. The things the woman said in the letter were quite disrespectful and very demeaning. Once my wakanipi honoma, I want to believe say ebia said the work can ebia based on argument and confirm making it bintina bia also so when this thought say okay my man has been treated badly, but my man no share the chronology of events amedama we ya ono ankasa when di no kre e wona ware nim because na wona shende late ho 1991 dia then 1991 is established, and I said something went me and disprove it 23rd December 2004. Now I say Omoware was civil marriage, German civil marriage, whatever. Now that place was closed. It was closed. Bia was only Lumba Ware Sensa in Katan. That place no 23rd December near 2. So now let me read this letter concerning. Could just say why you catch and say, baby cry and I just say, yeah, fever and hap or say. This was on the 10th of September, I think so. Yes, September 10th, 2025. And I letter me by. Omo try to command Fati Ali Yala Esquire. I don't know which name opinion. Notice of ordinance marriage between Mrs. Akosua Serwaa Fosu and Charles Kojo Fosu aka Dadulumba. Tio, we act on the instructions of Mrs. Akosua Serwaa Fosu, wife of late Charles Kojo Fosu, hereinafter referred to as our client, of Accra, Ghana, and Germany. As a sequel to our letter dated 1st September 2025, which was addressed to you, let's say, on the country of first letter Bikoi, 1st September 2025. Which was addressed to you for the attention of your clients on the instructions of Mrs. Akosua Serwaa Fosu, wife of late Kojo Fosu. Our client further instructs us to inform you to bring the content of this instant letter to the above named addresses, as we have been informed that you act as counsel for them. Yeah, tell say one ayo mo lawyer enti ensema mekruche gu nkrata wi no. Fakoma omo. This is Akosua Serwaa speaking. Or say, in the letter dated 1st September, letter me trouble 1st September, our client informed you the NTA or reference and sema or tron of first letter nimno. Our client, in this case Akosua Serwaa, informed you that she is the wedded wife of Charles Kojo Fosu, which the said marriage was registered under the laws of Germany. In other words, at the time of death, Charles Kojo Fosu, at the time of his death, mistakes baby room, at the time of his death, Charles Kojo Fosu, our client, no, I mean read you. In other words, as at the time of death of Charles Kojo Fosu, our client was married under ordinance with him. Lumba baby wouldn't say Lumba we na ye client never Akosua Serwaa. Also no Lumba that's worry. By this marriage, both parties, that's our client and Charles Kojo Fosu, are barred by law from celebrating any additional marriage unless the marriage subsisting between them is dissolved. And now our ready and Kwasha said intina. A brow be say ubi betimi Akwasha ware fufuru. I just say our ready and nene wumni. Egu. Our client informs us that during the lifetime of Charles Kojo Fosu, none of them initiated any divorce proceedings. Who say Chantroa? Okay. None of them initiated any divorce proceedings. Meanwhile, let it can read it. It was a notice say who started divorce processes. Okay, nyashi. Our client informs us that in the lifetime of Charles Kojo Fosu, none of them initiated any divorce proceedings in any court for the dissolution of their marriage. Hence, the parties remained married until his death. Okay. Our client informs us that during 30th August 2025, pre-funeral celebrations of late Charles Kojo Fosu held at Black Star Square in Accra, one Priscilla Ofori, aka Broni, appeared at the event, ostensibly claiming to be a widow of the late Charles Kojo Fosu. Or say, before say about 1 week celebration ye event bi o Independence Square one Priscilla Fosubi sa no person kan no yazi obi de odo Broni bi ba ha oye ne ho so ne yekunani. I want you to look at the language in use here. Whilst our client cannot stop and will not stop anybody from attending such a public event like the funeral of her late husband, our client would however not entertain any attempt to have the name of the said Priscilla Ofori or any other person's name included in any funeral announcement, brochure, obituary, etc. Much as means me prevent you biasema o mami kunayi no. Yen transen so nhwe se sa Priscilla Ofori no. Ni din beba a announcement BM brochure and answer obituary. This is Akosua Serwaa speaking. Ti manso na ye kan on the manso ne ba nyo bia. She started this. Or my ensema o kan the first letter mu. This is the first letter she first wrote to Abusuapanyin na Abusuapanyin man sa answer na. Omo ya omo say Abusuapanyin na kan sa na man court. Before Abusuapanyin said that no, she had wrote these things in the first letter. Say no on premier mode Broni di ma family brochure no funeral announcement and answer obituary poster kan di ma mu bi. Okay. No one else name should be included in the funeral program as wife of the late Charles Kojofosu. In addition, our client instructs us to inform you that she should be promptly notified by the funeral planning committee of all funeral arrangements being made towards the funeral final interment of her late husband so that no surprises are sprung on her at short notice. Or per se funeral committee and to be your mom family to name, Sebeya, Ubin Fabi Bimifunimu. Our client expects strict compliance. Strict. Your clients, they say, I don't know the actual man or the other two mundi super pepe. As we have additional instructions to seek further legal redress if her demands contained in this letter are disregarded. Enti asemi na da hokan no Akosua Serwaa ene de manson ono obanyina no afa no ho adwen so obetwe manson Independence Square ikra wo no wa ma hobi wa ma you were not there. Fine. What say Broni by as a widow nti won ti ase nti wo tro letter we instructing obi Abusuapanyin say Abusuapanyin ni right say oma Broni ni dimba funeral announcement na brochure na ase bibia mu in your capacity as wine ye wine a wo masa imra no have uwie ya wo say osa the strict like they should follow this. You expect say follow this strict add their mom a strict compliance also move follow and yes idea you further seek legal redress. Enti mama no afa no ho adwen all banyina she knew she wasn't a wife but she also thought say Ghanaians didn't know say oni lumba de so montam Ghana fo be hu. In any case, this brings us to the multi-billion-dollar question. Where is the marriage certificate that makes her a wife under ordinance now? Where is it?
Kwame, don't say a wife, say a civil wife.
Even traditionally, no me who say the judge was magnanimous. To me na me judge and come no nya ware because ye nim say ware o ware fie die na asa ko ware ordinance no nullifies a fie die no. So once the woman went to court with the ordinance marriage asem na okwa went to improve no na e fie die no so share ordinance no ye to twena ni nyina na ato atwene what the margarine fatty bread ni so fatty bread na margarine ni gina baby na pan ni gina baby no. So the judge I think was quite magnanimous say okay mu nyina mo nkoyi kuna but our Arabian ho and ahwe asante amamre mu pa no panyi be ka kiro se be maka so wagyae oba yesi nkonya bonkru ba se oba de be man sa komane na be man suma it ends there nkrobo bia ni ho ba we no the expert witness no gave an account say na asante amamre ye gu aware say aware gu nkru ba aware gu nkru no it is when Bema kase mejai oba because Bema ne kose oba pe eko oba fie koja ware nti se Bema ne kase ojai oba na e so sa kose fie na mu no musi nkunya se wo beji ye be wi ensema ware it's also number what is the reason what are the reasons yes nkunya but when oba ni yakukuduro ji Bema ne nsa fie papa wade koma Bema na Bema ne suma it ends there. Enti Akosua Serwaa de nsama opanyi bua ite ni nua be ma no mo de koma that lumba no that lumba nipa no so mu no it ends there aware no egu. So what is she seeking? How? Yeah, man, what really is she seeking? And say also a kind judgment now. Paragraph 37, okay, kind paragraph 9, 15, 99, 100, 114, 115, 116, 149, and a couple of them are. You just come to the conclusion, say, no, court no and she just went there to try. Say, Befamana. Bibian one mama de court and valid. Hap. And I can read all these paragraphs now my list. No, and some only be one man. And say how okay. You know, have
may François just for one question.
Eh, yeah, but no, yeah, but then what are they have color? Say,
lose Womuka Kalentina. Why?
In true question and answers, why?
Do you have any more thing to say?
Yes. Now already letter and also Ochantro because now ono dia base weja wa no Sunday no ho buy so a message. Me pacho. I think say we are just misquoting some stuff because okay letter now read this here now or say or your missus. And you and I know, you established that fact and say the moment there's a civil marriage, no other woman can parade herself and himself say,
oh, you have not established Serwaa was still a missus.
We cannot pick and choose from the letter. The letter states say, may a missus. What I say? It's based on no claims, no make it that assertions say because of me, missus, no, and so Obika say, baby, Akaso insult to Broni, no, so with a legal word, they use. And not insult, a legal words are you see, lawyers use passes some.
No, man, I say insult to me, me say, Sansam na all kana. Me can you chin and say, or say. As I say, you see where be. My main come chika credit. So I say, our client informs us that during the 30th August 2025 pre-funeral celebrations of the late Charles Ghpagetv held at the Independence Square, Accra, one Presla Ofori B, and I can say be a second Presla Ofori. Ebabi. Sana mpesa metre.
Yeah, it's about when you establish a insult to do a legal jargon so we use.
No, and they say insult.
Yeah. And I face to know. Mammy letter no see me a Mrs. Until once she's a Mrs. No other woman no can parade herself so no so ye. It's not trust her letter no. And mammy could a penny say. Or one Akosua say wa far phone friend one just throw letter. No say me ana according to Busapeni in YouTube say Akosua say wa say me ana me penny say me ne abayo ne be ye kuna no nenso no masesa maadwe. And then
on penny in her capacity as wine.
Busapeni ne kan yo it's on record, it's on YouTube.
Busapeni is only paraphrasing as some waka.
You cannot say the
whatever the person. Me and my place say. You don't have the power to even determine who becomes a widow.
Exactly. That word's coming from a Busapeni. No, then that is
why Busapeni was only paraphrasing as some
Busapeni was quoting exactly what happened.
And how is that consequential on this?
They are holding a Busapeni on his words. Yet me met now say or paraphrase. No, you wondering you would show why.
Young man is a worker. I'm telling you, I could just a worker sign or say. Also, I said then, why your permission?
Anna, Busapeni say, I could just say one friend on phone. No, say me, I say, me need a buy one be yet. Couldn't Nelson, meaning ye be.
How does that support the fact that
there is no marriage, me say, then you have to ask a Busapeni, why did they sit with her at the first place to determine say or Broni Ebeye kuna.
For all you know,
It's not
Abusua Penny wasn't.
I'm holding Abusua
No.
And Abusua Penny.
No, the way Abusua Penny, would you know everything? Oh yeah, me Abusua Penny. We need to be.
The way in you. Obeka or you TV that time bro ha no.
Listen.
Oh see,
Papa.
Okay. Tio. All along Abusua Penny say me dear. Abusua Penny no, and you can't tell me Mona stay. Who wouldn't see Abusua Penny? I see all along the Abusua Penny say everywhere I've gone, I've said, "Mami, you need to." So you are telling me that Abusua Penny in past there is no marriage as you are saying. And Abusua Penny say, "Or not the Mami, you need to." What do you think you people know that Abusua Penny doesn't know? Or not just say all this while, or not the anyway. And it came up in UTV say, even that letter to the response of the letter you just wrote, you know, Abusua Penny name that was written there, the didn't even know. And Abusua Penny wait, Emma Fati calling in. And Abusua Penny crab food beside Fati say, what are you saying? Let her bang. Please, so for the sake of truth. Let's not defend everything for the sake of truth. Abusua Penny said,
you are here defending everything. You are here defending everything. I am only telling you, say, let's now look at nobody look like Abusua Penny and ma.
Kwame, hold on. Manenye, don't interject. Oria, enti or throw bibia or can bibia my advice say obe putting it down so that Oria because mo we are mobile next 10 minutes. Obi area now if questions will come in. Enti Manenye, I beg you. Oh, interjecting and let us on your submission here. Let's listen to it. Just put things down.
Thank you. Abusua Penny has said on record, say, all this while, me say, ma'am, you know, no, kuna. It is so be fair, one thing that catcher me said there was no marriage. Next, a question Abusua Penny integrity to all this while. As someone waka say, ma'am, you know, because someone said there was a marriage because Abusua Penny said me koyan investigations. Also, koyan investigation, ya worry odo Broni. Sound Abusua Penny be kind. Then Abusua Penny see me person ma'am you running na ye kuna. Means the investigation now be previous and look at the name because the knowledge of knowing say AS is still a wife to the next stance. No akoye investigation we said there's another marriage cry and mommy and sia wo me dear. A man in anye. Then Akosua say what letter. Say or no do yes or a civil wife you know only add accept say another person come now lawyer I go on his or her own way and your hair craft fati I betro say Abusua Penny let Ediase ho now be peer on UTV say Abusua Penny say onim anything about and money ye banter between onone Papa she then Fati called in trying to refer Abusua Penny to that letter and Abusua Penny bufu ye obi o wa hanmo share sa we ni bi obey truthful to this platform say Abusua Penny denied that letter na Akosua Serwaa. I'm not saying Akosua Serwaa didn't start the litigation. She started it. But that letter that they brought Abusua Penny say no. Abusua Penny has denied it. If Abusua Penny had been allowed to be the Abusua Penny that he was, I think say go back to Akosua Serwaa say efono Abusua dia. So you cannot determine who becomes a kuna. Your amount of privilege is either you take it or leave it. Period. And then Kasemunesi. But this Baba Jama people parading themselves as legal representatives to Obia Wewuno, they go on their own way to write this letter as a response to woman is or a civil married wife no with a statement so then somebody Monarch, I followed you for so long on Facebook. Enti da bena ye den say who civil only letter no dey buy no some civil man one counter for a civil married but who letter no no sin to den san buy mona let it make sense say da bena ye den san egu civil marriage kaye jaya Abusua Penny mane handle no senior no person handle say mam you ni nyina nye kuna na and found letters Akosua Serwaa buy it has always been established say aka memory fun ye Abusua dia So whether you are civil married or no, not the civil marriage, I know say in Germany, no, in outside Ghana, no, oh yeah, civil marriage, a phone we all know that. Into no, original so kasa. Banka ebusuan penny beche say in Ghana, in an accounts with tradition, no, and your civil wife, no, your dear, a phone your dear. Kakosa say wa plan court and pray for phone, so the injunction for 2 phones. Because Mr. Penny said, Munina me de Muya Jaret Munina Monye. And he has said it on several occasions, several platforms. It is not just the litigation the lady started, but that letter that came afterwards. And my make sure the intermasa Akosua Serwaa letters too never out. We were here and a DL from page. DL page. And try to pay you page say the bay you see like I say I'm working woman day in day out. DLF was doing that.
Monarch, she's lying. Stop her. She's lying. Monarch. When your man we cannot.
Debate. Oh yeah, your question time. Esa, mo interject na. Me pesa ofili
for the sake of peace,
I am dropping everybody so that we come in later. Please, I'm begging. I do questions time now. I'll pick him up. Monarch, me patch also pinning comments no. So you know how to pin comments no. Shene so.
After 1 week, during 1 week after 1 week in the daytime, the number although Broni allow herself say. Obema kola uncle aware that beso camera on her. I with the word. I say, oh my dear, Akosua Serwaa, I say, who send me be a praise you?